Here we go. I think we're up and going. Jason, Jim, how we doing, fellas? Quentin, what's up, buddy? Oh man, it's hot in here. Finally turned the air on in here. Oof. It was off all day. Terrible, terrible. Daryl, how we doing? Jeff, good evening, fellas. Lexi, Lori. Yeah, Quentin. It's hard to believe Nationals is like month and a half, a little less than now. That's insane. Ty, how we doing, bud? I'm doing all right, Jim. Had some pretty nasty case of, I think, food poisoning Friday night. That was rough. I was calling dinosaurs, and everybody in this house was up probably as late as I was, unfortunately. So that was rough. But other than that, doing good. Me and the family are actually headed to the Omaha Zoo next couple days. So, oh, did you, Jason? Good deal. Good deal. Jeff, you're in here. I fixed it. There we go. Finally. It's been so long, Jeff. I apologize for that. At some point, either I or one of the mods blocked Jeff. What's it been, Jeff? Months ago, and I've been trying to figure out how to unblock him, and we finally figured it out here like last week. So yeah, Jim is. Yeah, both sides. It was not friendly. Ty, Trapper Bob, how we doing? Hunting stuff. I'm right there with you, buddy. I haven't had one in a while now. So Don, how we doing, sir? The ban has been lifted. Lexi, we won't be going. I mean, we're going to Omaha, so we're pretty much straight west, slightly southwest. So not terrible. Be an hour from you, Quentin. Nice. Ty, not really much, man. Just kind of shooting the bull. Not much going on right now. We're supposed to be going on supposed to be going to the see the ocean. My daughter wants to see that for the first time, and we're planning on doing that for my boy's surgery. But after everything that we're finding out about it, it's like, you know what? We're just gonna do something close to home, kind of fun. Be back in a couple days. Just be a lot easier. So going to the zoo. We've been there a couple times in the past. This be my daughter be old enough now to really get an idea of it, so that'll be fun. Yep, Jason, I will be there. I probably won't be there Friday morning. Um, I've got a demo Saturday morning, but I'll probably get there Friday afternoon. Jeff, a week from today. Wait, no, a week from this coming Tuesday. Yeah, Quentin, we have a lot of fun. My wife gets mad at me because I just want to sit there and study the otter. I just want to watch that otter play and study it. I appreciate it, Jeff. Thank you. But yeah, the zoo will be fun. Gonna be a little warmer on Tuesday when we get there. We're doing the drive-through zoo, something wildlife safari park, about half hour from there. So we're doing that first, and then my daughter's obsessed with a pool, so we have to have a hotel with a pool, and she'll probably spend hours in that pool, which means Dad will have to spend hours in that pool. And Dad does not look good in my speedo anymore. It is not a good thing. But you know what? The double dad bod is in, so it's okay. Oh, cool, Jason. You're gonna make it there? Awesome. Honda stuff. I don't know if it's the biggest. It's one of the most well known. Jim, it's called a double jaw surgery. So basically, what they're doing is they're going up, like halfway up his jaw, back, and then up again, kind of cutting it out like a puzzle piece, and moving his whole bottom jaw forward. And then same thing with his teeth, with the jaw with his teeth. They're cutting his entire, whatever you want to call it, bone that holds your teeth, and that's all moving forward too. It's pretty intense. I mean, he's got 4 really, really rough weeks ahead of him, and it's probably another. I mean, it's 8 weeks before he's probably fully ready, fully healed up. So pretty intense. But both jaws quit growing when he was younger, so he's got a nasty, nasty overbite that's affecting. Basically, it affects. I mean, how he eats. It's going to affect. I mean, he'll have headaches because of his jaws so recessed, putting pressure on stuff. It's kind of a mess, but we're getting it all fixed. So big scary deal. Mama's pretty nervous. I'm probably the most nervous, honestly. Mom's probably second, and my boy's like, yeah, let's do this. So he's all for it. He's tougher than I am when it comes to this stuff. I don't like people touching my face. Jeff, that means you might have to back out and come back in. That happens from time to time for me too. Over, Quentin. Ty's still worried about the squirrels. Oh yeah, hunting stuff. It's gonna really change his appearance. So that's kind of one of the big problems with it, though, is it's medically needed, but they're calling a portion of it. What's the word? Not comprehensive. What is the word? I don't know. Optional, basically, which is dumb. That's ridiculous. You pay so much for insurance, then it doesn't even want to do what it's supposed to. So, not selective. What's the word I'm looking for? Cosmetic. Thank you, Don. There it is. So, yeah, that's a week from this coming Tuesday. So we're doing kind of our last family event. We asked him what he wanted for his last meal because he's not going to be able to eat anything but out of a straw. Not even a straw, really, because he can't suck. But he can't. He's pretty much stuck to liquids for a long time. So I said, "What's your last?" Well, my wife asked, "What's your last meal that you want to enjoy?" And he said, "Bacon wrapped crab." Never had that before, but you know what? We're gonna try it. Oh, good, Jeff. But something that's kind of cool that my wife just decided yesterday. She is going to have a booth at the Iowa Trapper Convention for her bears. That's pretty cool. So I'm kind of glad she decided to do that to get it out there and for people to actually see these things in person because pictures don't do them justice. So I'm pretty excited for her to do that. That'll be good for her. Thank you, Jim. I really appreciate it, sir. Right, right. I don't know if I showed you guys this or not. I need to get it hung up somewhere. I won that at Nebraska last year. I wasn't even there to pick it up. So I owe my Iowa president $100 for paying for it and bringing it to me. So I better remember to do that. Hi, Mama. There she is. Why do you let her in?
She just let herself in.
She doesn't. How are you in a blanket?
You are sweaty? What is that?
I don't know what it is. It's a shirt. One of my shirts. I don't know.
It's cold in here tonight. Get a hoodie.
Are you serious? It is not cold in here.
It is cold in here.
You are just such a. Oh.
I'm offended by that. You're such a.
Yeah. Because it is probably 83 degrees in here. Oh, good, Daryl.
Hi, hunting and stuff. Oh, thank you. They're fun to make.
50 degrees and rain. Jeff,
Ooh.
I'm moving in with you.
I would sleep good in that.
You'd freeze to death in that.
As long as I had a lot of blankets, I'd be fine. Roast him.
She doesn't know how to roast him.
Oh, he won't let me come join him if I do too much of that.
That's all right.
You
Are you
pushed
rolling
me.
away? I did not. We gotta get this rolling chair out of here. That's ridiculous. But it is pretty easy to do if I just don't want to hear it.
Mhm.
Just push her right out.
Give me a nice shove.
Dixie, get back.
She wants to be part of it too.
No, I don't want
Come
her to
here,
party.
Dixie. Come here. Come here. Come on. You can join. You can join. No, you can't. You are not smart.
Now she can't get out from underneath the desk.
Oh, Dixie.
Yeah, Jeff, it's going to be 88 when we're at the zoo on Tuesday, so it'll be a little warmer for us.
I won't need a jacket.
You'll probably still be in one.
Probably should pack one.
I need to pack my blankets.
Your box of blankets.
Yes. How many possums to make a bear? What was it? 3?
That was to make a 9-inch bear. I've not made a 12-inch one yet.
Right.
So probably 3 to 4 for a 9-inch. I'd probably say 4 or 5 for 12.
I'd say almost 6 because that one belly piece pretty much takes up
about
one.
Yeah, depends on the size, but
Yeah. That's what's hard, kind of telling people what it is,
because number one, if there's holes in it, like we just got a few furs and there are big holes or rub spots or weird things, that makes it hard. Because I don't
work all around it.
Yeah, but yeah, it depends on the size and the way the fur is. Some holes I'll hand sew and fix and it's fine, but some of them have really big tears and then it doesn't work as well. So
this one was how many? 6?
I can't remember. I think 6-ish.
Can't remember if that one was 6 or this one was 6. I don't know. Skunks definitely take a lot more. Well, about like a possum probably would, but we've learned a lot since these, or she has, with like we can stretch them out now and get them to cover more square inches.
Yeah. Christopher and Christopher too.
Hey, how you guys doing? You guys make it to Lake Icaria? Icaria? I'm always murdering that. This dog is ridiculous.
She's really comfy now.
Jeff, well, we sure appreciate it, man. I'm glad you like them. She loves making these things. Yeah, I don't know how she does, but they're just a lot of time and tedious, and that's.
But I'm detailed. I like the detail work. As I'm working through the pattern and looking at the fur, if I find holes or flaws, I'll take my permanent marker and I just mark on the tan side of it and clean those up. And I don't know, it's just fun, and I like perfecting a process. I think that's why. I mean, it's like you with finishing your furs. You don't like to sew them green because you like them done,
right.
blah blah blah. And I think mine, not blah blah blah, but
No, I'm impressed. You know what green and means.
I listen to you when you talk most of the time. So
some of the time.
Oh man, that's so sad.
Yeah, outdoor family. That's tough. I had a lot of issues with that this year for the Iowa Trapper Association YouTube channel. I was getting cards in just regular envelopes or like even medicine bottles, like they'd send them in prescription bottles or something. And I did not realize how easy those things are to damage. So definitely got to do better next year on that for sure.
If they send them in medicine bottles, pack them with cotton.
Yeah, you could do something like that.
And they'd be safe.
I just think it's like even the actual those copper looking pieces get scratched or something. Even like you'd have to put it face up with the cotton on top or something. But
Shoot.
yeah, it happens. But Jeff wants another one. Another grandkid has been born.
Oh, yeah. Well, let us know when we can. And even if you said you thought Ben had some he thought Ben had some possum, but we do have some possum too. So if we can combine what you have or whatever, but
Oh yeah, Jeff. Yeah, we can get it figured out. Yeah, Quentin. They do. I think just most people, including myself, just kind of. I mean, I don't ever use them.
I've washed his before because he's left them loose in his pocket.
Yep.
So
She has.
not my fault. I'm not your mother. I'm not checking your pockets.
Well, quit washing my clothes.
You leave them in a pile somewhere, and I'm gonna wash them.
Therefore, it's your fault.
No, it's not.
Winning.
Not my fault. Your fault for not putting them where
The amount of pellets you've probably washed out of my pocket.
Man. Sometimes it's like I can just go in and I know once it's going, it's like
I put those 177 air gun pellets in my pocket, when I'm dispatching, and I'll put my pants down, and then it's like, oh no, she washed them. There's gonna be pellets everywhere.
Yeah.
Ty, that's a good one. I like that.
Oh, that is funny.
Yeah, Jeff, I know the feeling. Seems like every time I drop something off or pick something up, it's like, I didn't even realize I had that.
I told him I need more Bobcat now because those have been going low.
Yeah, Bobcat and Otter are two big things that she needs.
But you said you didn't have any there.
I don't have much coming.
So. It's funny though. What gets me is when you like Bobcat. Every time I think a piece of him dies when he cuts a Bobcat for me. He just hates it. He hates doing
That's tough. That's tough. They look good when she gets them done, but it's just like taking this nice, beautiful wall hanging Bobcat, just especially when it's down the belly. When it's down the belly, it's the hardest.
I try to avoid that.
I know, and you do for the most part, but we've had a couple that like, oh.
You just watch a piece of him die.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh no, Christopher, I get it. Jeff, if you want to sell some otter, let me know, buddy. Honestly, I'd be interested. She would be interested. Not me. I'm trying to stay out of this. This is her thing. But yet I find myself
we're a team.
My fur is getting used.
What was I looking for the other day? And you have a nice one in your room, and you're like, no,
that Bobcat.
Was Bobcat. Like, don't touch it.
No, I got like a Western semi in there that's worth $350, and it's like, nah.
You can share.
No, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
I'll remember that.
Look at me all you want. I'm so hot in here, my face is turning red.
It's getting hot in here. So you don't want any of my blanket?
No. She always gives me a look, Jeff. Most of the time I can just see it in the mirror. This here I can see a screen.
Just
like
burning
that.
In the back of your head. You know I'm looking.
Right. It's kind of like when I step into a church and feel something catching on fire.
Oh, stop it. No.
Ugh. So we got a month and a half till nationals. 3 months till her convention now that she gets to go to.
No pressure.
No pressure. I'm going to sit her next to the most awkward, like redneck people in the world.
That's mean.
Be funny.
I'm going to tell Ben you said that.
He knows it. No, Ty, she's not getting that Bobcat.
No. Thanks for being on my side.
Let's have a cup of coffee. How we doing? Welcome in.
Reef Robber. Is he on? Have you seen him?
Yeah, he's not here yet.
I was wearing Reef Robber's hoodie the other day.
Hey, Mark. Welcome in, buddy. Glad you finally caught one. I mean, it's only 10 o'clock. Come on. Welcome in, bud. Yeah, Trapper Bob. I'm not holding my breath on it. We'll see what happens, but could be interesting. Oh, I get it, Jeff. I get it where you're at for sure. For sure. I think Mark might make it out here again if it works out for both of us for him to come ride with me again. So we had a lot of fun last year. He was good luck for both skunks and coyote 220s.
If you could cut out the skunks this year, I'd appreciate it.
You need skunks for
No,
bears.
I'm good. I don't need to make skunk bears.
Yeah, you do.
Just let them go. Let them go.
No, I can't.
Too much building? What is Jeff doing?
So, Jeff, correct me if I'm wrong, but you moved to New York, I believe.
She needs the bobcat.
No. No, Ty.
I do need the bobcat.
Not that one.
You're not a good share.
I'd probably let you take that one first.
No, that one's special to you too.
The $350 is special to me.
Mm.
Okay, it was New York. Okay.
You, I forget what I was going to ask you. It's gone.
Well, that was easy.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, shoot. But yeah, I'm not too optimistic about the fur harvester sale. We'll see what happens. I've heard some horror stories about what's coming anyway.
When is it?
Next Sunday.
Hmm.
So I know somebody dropped what appears to be 20 to 30,000 old Nafa coon on it. That's why they're up to 50K. So we will see. Beaver, I think, is going to drop a little bit. Not crazy, but I do think it'll drop a little bit. Skunks will hold their own. I think mink will hold their own. Rats are pretty well done for. I should buy some possum from this sale, so I should do.
What?
For you.
Oh, we haven't had a possum bear sale yet, though. But I've only made one.
Yeah.
I think possum and fox would look cool. Possum with a fox accent.
Didn't I tell you that?
Did you?
What did I tell you I wanted to do?
I don't know.
I swore I told you that last night.
Did you?
Yeah. Just take my idea.
I will.
Hunting stuff, for the most part, it missed us. I mean, we had a lot of friends and stuff, neighboring towns have issues, but we had a couple big trees fall in our lane. But other than that, we're good. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate it, buddy. Oh, Outdoor Family. Yeah, that's the yeah, at the Nationals. Mine's the first demo of the weekend. So
no pressure.
Actually, I'd rather have it that way, other than the night before being our anniversary. That's frustrating. But I'd rather have it done out of the way, and then I can just enjoy the rest of it.
I don't blame
versus sit there and think about it for 2 days, and then.
I totally get that. Mm-hmm.
Plus, if the first guy messes up, nobody remembers that. It's just the last one they see. Oh, cool, Jeff. That'd be awesome. Now, not being too nosy, Jeff, you don't have to answer on here, but I am curious, like, you guys have to make something being a depot, right? I mean, I know there's not a lot of money with that, but you got to get either some kind of commission or percentage of what comes in or something, I'd think. But Northern Trapper, how we doing? I don't think it's going to be terrible. My sources are telling me you might see a 10 to 15% drop. I do think Beaver's going to start changing. The grading is going to get more strict with the Hatter market. You're going to have your Northerns, kind of your semis where I'm at, and then you're going to have your flats down south. It all comes down to the amount of actual kilos of felt per pound of beaver that is getting harvested. So it's
Hatter Market? They make hats?
beaver's all Hatter Market.
Really?
Cowboy
Oh.
hats.
With beaver fur?
Yep. The felt on that is like,
Oh, so they shave it all down.
they actually don't shave it down. They do something to it. I can't remember how but basically they remove the skin from it. And then they put it in a system where that can separate the long guard hairs from the short underwool.
Yeah.
And it's like an actual like fan type system that separates it. And then that short underwool is what is the felt of
Interesting.
majority of it. It's mixed with other stuff. So
that's cool.
Mark, the Nationals is gonna be awesome, man. That's gonna be awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing anybody. The Iowa people always represent, even up in Escanaba. I mean, there might have been 2 other fires in the campgrounds with 5 or 6 people, but we had the campground with 75 people, a karaoke machine. Like, we were set up.
Karaoke.
Ben from Sleepy Creek, we got him on the karaoke. That was awesome.
Gosh.
Oh, cool, Jeff. Okay, that's good to know. I didn't realize that. That's awesome. Thanks for the input. Mark, thank you for sharing Northern Trapper. Appreciate it.
Give me a push so she can get out. Oh no, she got it. Good work, Dixie.
Yeah, Outdoor Family. I've heard about it, but
thanks, Dad. It will be good. We couldn't hardly get kids to bed because they were so excited about going tomorrow.
Well, one's still awake.
One's still awake.
He'll probably be up past me.
Better not be.
But yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time.
Yep. We have a new kitten at our house, and our daughter, she was real worried about it, going to miss her. I bet the kid will actually be relieved for a little bit, a couple days of break.
Right. You know, on Toy Story, the last one where they're in that bad kid room and the kid's like, I feel like that's kind of her not meaning to be, but just like always have to have it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you run away? I'll give you 10 seconds. Then I'm going to grab you again.
Let me love you.
Mark, when are you getting up to the Nationals?
Do you want out? Or do you want up? Do you want to say hi? Oh, there she is.
What?
Oh, she is loved.
No, Jeff, that gives us 3 inside. That's about 4 too many.
What did he say? Another cat.
Jeff, yeah. How baby is it? I mean, by
is
then,
it like a pot belly pig or is it like a pig?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested.
We have a niece. My niece does pet sitting, and so she comes and stays at our house. And I realize as I gain more animals, as we have 2 dogs and cats, inside cats and outside cats, I've got fish and roosters and chickens. And it's like we can either go travel or we can have pets, but I need to settle down on which one I want. But now it's like she had to come and I had to show her how to take care of my chickens. And my parents came over too, and my mom's like, how do you ever get anywhere? Because every morning you get up, you feed the dogs, the cats, the outside cats, the roosters, the chickens, fish, everybody. It's like you get up early. And that's what you do.
I need to get up earlier.
Yeah.
So that way we don't get speeding tickets going to work.
Shut up. I was following the group. I wasn't even on my own speeding. That sheriff was just a jerk. I literally was in a line of cars Go sit outside. You want me to share some embarrassing things about you again?
I don't care. I don't hide anything. Oh.
I paid somebody's quota for the day, so you're welcome.
Yeah. You have Thursday and Friday off? Okay. I'm probably going to be up there Wednesday, but we'll just have to wait and see how everything plays out. Oh, cool, Northern Girl. Or Northern Trapper. Northern Girl, sorry.
What do you have on your
No,
mind?
there's Northern Girl in here too sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
See, we're just talking about this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Such a jealous person.
Where's Northern Girl? Are you good now? You're seriously?
Jeff says thanks for donating to the police kegger.
I should feel like it, so excuse me.
A Berkshire eaten pig.
Oh.
Like she pulls out your Berkshires?
I think I know what those look like.
Sorry, Northern Trapper. Yeah, you got me in trouble without even meaning to.
I'm going to Google what a Berkshire looks like.
So, Quentin, you're going to the Nationals or the, or is that the Iowa? Oh, there you go, Daryl, for sure. Yeah, see, there you go. Honest up. Northern Girl Hobbies, thank you. Bet. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I'm just getting myself in trouble.
Is that your dinner date money? These Berkshire
$5
pigs are
we must
cute.
be going Dutch.
My parents always tease me I'm not officially a cow. So there's a video of people driving this food.
Marbled meat. That sounds good, Jeff. Oh, Quentin, you're going Nationals? Awesome. Mark, let me know, buddy. Yeah, I'll be up there. I'm going to try to do something fun with her for her anniversary on the weekend before. Try to make it up to her. Although, I feel like I've helped her out a lot this last 2 weeks. So,
what do you mean by that?
A speeding ticket? Do you want to talk about something else?
I paid for that, so.
But who handled it?
Yeah.
Because somebody didn't want to.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, Quentin, you're going to the Iowa? Awesome.
Oh,
Dan's in here. How we doing?
Bail money.
Yeah,
sounds better.
Yeah, especially you get me and Next Gen together at Nationals, man. Plus a few of these other guys, Ben. I'm really glad me and Ben from Sleepy Creek did not grow up together because I don't think we'd be around anymore. I just we're two peas in a pod, and that's terrible. Hey, Bill, how we doing, bud?
Thanks, Internet Vet. It was not a good morning. Our daughter was in the back with me, and what makes this is I'm going to get on my soapbox here in a minute. So every day on my commute to work, every day, I get passed by a white dually truck. Doesn't matter how fast I'm going, we might as well be standing still. And he passes me on a solid yellow line, on a curve. We've even had to stop to let him in so other vehicles coming don't get in accidents. And I've never seen him pulled over. And it's like, where are they then? And I followed behind a line of cars. I admit we were going too fast, but I was just the last in the line and I got pulled over. And then we were working through insurance changes, so I couldn't find my insurance card. And the guy said, I'll run your license and then I'll come back. Well, I found my insurance card, and the guy was like, well, I can still give you a ticket because you took too long to provide it.
That pissed me off.
And he left. I was still digging through my purse when he left. I just hadn't gotten it out yet. And so he was like, I wrote you a warning for not providing that. And that ticket was like $400
and some.
It would have been $400 and some. And so I don't know if you expect me to say thank you, but I did not say thank you for writing me a warning on that. But then I got it was $89 speeding ticket. So just stunk. I mean, it was kind of a rough morning anyway, but so then I had to explain to Grace that I was going too fast. But then I went, and it's so easy to speed there. The speed limit's 55, and it is so easy to speed there. And so I've been setting my cruise control at 60, and we get passed all the time. And our daughter was like, it's funny because you were going too fast, and now everyone passes you. And it's like, you're right, but I'm not going to risk ever doing that again. So you're not wrong, but we'll just get past. Now I'll get a ticket for impeding traffic, probably.
Yeah.
So that'll be the next thing. Stupid. So stupid.
What's funny is, like, I'm probably, out of us, I'm the worst speeder. I'm the more...
And he always gets a warning every time.
You just got to know how to talk to him.
Do I need to show a nip like you do? Do I need to cry? I don't really know.
So you need to.
Oh my gosh. It makes me so mad.
Thanks, Mark. Oh, man.
And it was, of course, when we were looking at insurance too. So he's like, don't pay it until we get on this insurance. Do not pay that ticket.
Yes.
So stupid.
Tell Bentley hi for me, Bill. Off the hooks in here? Hey, what's up, buddy? Yeah, that was an interesting one. Do we want to go into any more depth on any of this?
I don't care. Whatever. I suck. Okay. Apparently I'm a terrible driver.
No. You just had a bad spell.
Okay. So it was 2 weeks after my speeding ticket. 2 weeks? I was backing out of our daycare driveway. And their driveway's kind of crummy. It's shared by 3 people. So you pull in, there's a house on your left. You keep going, daycare's on the left, and then you go straight and there's a house right here. And I picked up our daughter, got her in, I was backing up, and I backed into the neighbor. The far neighbor had a visitor, and I bumped into their car. And it was light enough that the guy, it was it wasn't even the neighbor, it was someone visiting the neighbor. And the guy was standing outside and he didn't even hear it because it was so light. But I knew I did it. So I put it in park, went and looked. Grace, our daughter, came out to see what was going on. It's like, I bumped into him. So I went and I let him I let him know. And the guy just lost his mind. Just lost it. I've never been screamed and cussed at while, I guess, in my younger years, but I did not handle that well. I mean, I kind of shut down because I was shocked, but him yelling at me so loudly brought our daycare lady out because she heard it from the house. That's how loud he was swearing. And so our daughter was bawling behind me and I had her go get back in the car. And all I did was I said, I'm so sorry. I just backed into your car. I think I left this scuff unless it wasn't already there. I said, I just did it. I'm really sorry. And I get it. I mean, it sucks for things like that to happen, but the way he reacted just was awful. And so he said he'd call the police, and it's like, no, we don't need to involve the police. Let's just talk through. I gave him our insurance. Well, of course the card had just expired because we switched insurance. So then we exchanged information, I tried to call him a couple times, but he was working, and, went on my way. And then the guy texts me, he's like, so do you even have insurance? Because your card's expired. It's like, oh my gosh. And I didn't want to talk to him at all at that point. And so I said, my husband will call you when he's home. And so finally got a hold of him, and you dealt with it then after that. But I just felt sick because our daycare lady was out there and she's trying to calm the situation down. And it was very obvious this guy was not going to settle down. And she finally looked at me and she's like, this guy's just an asshole. His whole family hates him. I'm really sorry. Just don't take this personally, as he's yelling at me profanities. And it was the worst part was the look on our daughter's face when I realized I couldn't protect her from it. I should have told her to get back in the car when I realized he was pissed. I don't know, but she did not feel safe, and that stunk. I hated that. It was such a stupid. But anyway, he handled it. It didn't go through insurance. We paid for it, and it just stunk because we're already paying. We're hemorrhaging money at this point between Noah's surgery and this, and it's like, what else? What else?
Man, so, I'm sweating terribly in here.
You want me to turn the fan on?
I'm about ready to.
I can.
I'll do it. But no, yeah, that's been handled, and she doesn't want him to now, but he's owing her an apology. So
I don't want him to. I don't want to see him again.
I know. I know. But yeah, Jeff said tomorrow's another day.
Yeah, I know. And I understand mistakes happen. It just was really embarrassing. Number one, because it happened at daycare. And then I worried because this daycare lady is amazing, but she's had some neighbor issues before. And so I hoped that what I did didn't cause problems with the neighbors, because I would never want that. And she says, no, they know he's a you know what too. So yeah. And I was bawling. I did not cry until I got in and we were leaving. And then when you called, I kind of fell apart because I just felt so terrible. And then we got off the phone, and our daughter, she's 7, and she's like, everybody makes mistakes. You're not bad because of it. It's okay. And it's like, we give her those speeches all the time. And so then it was like she had to give that speech to me, and that was really embarrassing. I just stunk.
It happens.
I just was really awful. So we've just had a lot going on too, I feel like. But the stupid car, I mean, the way when I backed into it, the angle, I didn't see it in any of my mirrors. And the car didn't even beep. And it beeps at everything, doesn't it?
It beeps a lot.
And so I know I rely too much on the backup camera, but it didn't make a sound, and I didn't see it. So stupid.
I'll make mistakes.
Now I need another glass of wine.
Go get one.
Thank you for bringing that up.
Thanks, Vet. I appreciate it, buddy.
Ugh. Someone just needs to take my license. That will save us the most money. No more driving, Jennifer. You're going to drive me to work every day?
No.
If you get me a pony, I will ride it to work every day, and then we won't have to have
that pony's not going to last very long. Quentin, you take care, buddy. Yeah, she is hunting stuff. Definitely got to put $1 in there.
I'm sorry.
No, get off your chest.
Ugh.
See, it's good to vent here. I like venting here.
No.
It makes me feel good.
It's embarrassing.
All right, Mark, you take care, buddy. We will see you in just over a month. Do not let me forget to bring you the picture and hat, please. Remind me before convention, because otherwise I probably will forget. All right, Blakely's, we'll see you. Take care, bud. I'm Outdoors, headed out. All right, Christopher's, you guys take care.
Good night, Dad.
Make sure you take those 22 shells out of your pocket, Christopher 2. Dan, it was one of those things where I had to handle it in a way because all he had to do was, do the police report or go through insurance. And
we didn't want it to go through and up our insurance. And the estimate, it was only like $400 more than what our deductible was. So it would have cost us more in the long run.
We wouldn't have paid any of the deductible.
If we hit his car?
Yeah, that's our deductibles for our vehicles.
Oh, so we wouldn't have paid anything?
No, but our insurance would have got up probably $200 a month for 5 years.
Oh, so it's still worth
it. Oh, yeah. I figured it would probably cost us about $5,000 in the long run.
Oh, definitely worth what we did, but still stinks.
Insurances are ridiculous anyway. That's why we were switching insurances, was because
for no reason it went $5 up. Maybe they knew. They fortune teller like, yeah, this girl's gonna start falling apart.
This is kind of what put us in a bad spot, because it went up $500 a month. So then I decided we're gonna switch, right? So I started looking at things to switch. Went through her insurance agency that she likes to use, and she wanted to use them. So I was like, all right, we'll do that. They were going to look at things and let us know if they found something. They took our payment information. They said, we're going to look into stuff, see what we can find. And then all of a sudden they just paid it. They paid the whole thing, the $1,500 for 6 months. No, because I really couldn't, because once they paid it, I was going to say, no. We'll cancel that and I'll do my own plan. And then we had this happen.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, well, we're kind of in a
bad spot.
I can't really back out of it now because we're here.
Sorry.
So yeah, it's part of it. Was I ever upset at you?
No, but I was upset. I just feel bad. It hurt our family. So
we'll be fine.
Just stinks.
Yeah, I get it, Daryl. I get it. Those deer, I'm not gonna lie. I was one of those people back in the day. I'm like, man, how do people hit deer? Like, you can see them, until I hit my first one and realized, like, by the time I seen it to the time I hit it was probably less than a second.
What was your first deer that you hit?
The first deer I hit was with my S10 coming home from Sheraton with Travis Bryan.
I've never hit a deer before.
Oh,
I've been close.
That's wild.
Really
I've hit two. That first one I hit with Travis Bryan on my S10, I was cruising. All of a sudden, there it came. I had enough time to let off the gas, and boom! And all I hear is, and I stopped, and I went, all right, Travis, you go out there and tell me how bad it is. And I watched him go out there, and I watched him grab my headlight and shine it back to the grill to see how bad. And I'm like, that's not good. But she ate good. Threw him back the truck.
Oh, internet vet. I let him have plenty of those.
Oh, right.
I do. I've let things slide.
I got more coming.
About me?
No, about for getting out of jail free cards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
James is in here. We got to hurry up and talk to him because he's probably on break. Mystical Mountains. No, I appreciate that, buddy. I'm glad you like the videos, man. We have a lot of fun with it, and the channel's definitely growing a lot. This can be my 5th year of filming.
Isn't that wild?
Realize that. That's just crazy.
Jeff, one of my coworkers had a deer hit their side of their car, and it broke the window. And they were sharing this long story, and they were talking about where they hit it. And my brother-in-law just called my dad and said he had gotten a deer from somebody and wanted to know. And as my coworker was explaining, that there was this weird car waiting behind them as they filed their police report and blah, blah, blah. Finally, the guy that was waiting in the car says, "Can I have that deer?" And I'm like, that was my brother-in-law.
Her brother-in-law is just like me. Like, well, be my brother-in-law too, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, we are like the 2 peas in the pod in the family reunion. Like, we're the odd ducks.
Oh, but it was so funny. It's like, I know who ate, and she says, "I hope it tasted good because we've been cleaning the fur out of the back seat of our car forever." She says they found glass and deer hair everywhere.
Oh,
and
yeah.
She says it was crazy how bad it got. So
yeah, Lori, we don't have to do that here, but like with our insurance, we do just in case, just to make sure.
My brother lived in Miami for a long time, and he talked about that. His insurance was so crazy high because of the amount of uninsured.
I bet.
He just said when he moved back to Iowa, he talked about how crazy the difference was because, yeah.
Right.
Miami was terrible.
Hunting stuff, I would get one, but the people I know that have had them, like the real ones, the heavy ones, they go through a lot of like front wheel bearings and stuff because there's just that much more added weight on the front. I don't know if it's coincidence or what, but Skipjack, how we doing? Oh, nice, Dan. 12 otters for Judith's. That's gonna be a warm coat.
Ooh, that would be pretty.
Mystical Mountains. She's been out there a few times, but let's just say she's not a big fan of the shop. So
The skunk smell is my absolute least favorite smell.
she was a trooper, though. She went out for that skinning video. She did awesome.
And I only gagged a couple times. If it's something that I don't mind being a part of it to help you, but it's definitely not my
cup of tea.
Go-to place. So.
Oh, Cindy's out fishing? I didn't even see the notification on here.
No, on the way home.
Gotcha.
We need to take our kids fishing.
Yeah, I want to take him to Hoover's Pond again. Skipjack,
I hate it. And he doesn't smell it anymore. And I probably can tell he's caught one before he's even driving down our lane. It's like, I know.
Super sensitive smeller.
That smell.
I'm blaming all of that on Mark Larson.
Why?
Because we caught 10 when he was with me that day.
Oh, you did. That would be
Mouse World. What is Mouse World?
Disney World.
Oh.
Disneyland, Disney World.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
I always wanted to go there as a kid, but someone talked about how you can easily spend a couple grand a day. And as I've gotten older, I didn't think our kids were as worth it.
Nope.
Oh.
That's cool, Dan. You know, with Tabari going out, it's pretty much down to Moyles and Sleepy Creek are the two biggest tanneries, really, that do kind of just average tanning. Not average as far as quality, but just like anybody can go to. Oh, look at me.
Oh, she's been talking about the pool all day.
Before you got in here, we were talking about that.
But did you tell him what she's most excited about to see at the zoo?
Yeah, the white alligator and the beavers.
Yep, those are the two animals she can't wait to see at the zoo. So.
Wow, Bill, $600 on one meal for 6 people.
Oh, I've heard it's so bad. Probably won't be a place. When I was little, I wanted to go so bad, but yeah, probably won't be a place. No, I'm good for now because it's already 10:30.
It's only 10:30. That's how you look at it.
I'll get up early though, and I'll be tired. That is wild. Did you do the fast pass to get in quicker? I have a friend. She goes to Disney quite regularly, and she said that was all the only. They used to live in Florida, and they go and take their kids now. And she said that was what she liked to do. Yeah, Jeff, the Omaha Zoo is my favorite. We went last year, and I kind of messed up because the jungle was closed because there was a storm, there were renovations, so the jungle was closed. And then the Rainforest Cafe was closed because of storm damage. And then the aviary was closed for bird flu. So we went and a ton of stuff wasn't open even. And so it'll be fun this year from what we could see online, it should be all open now. So she'll at least get to see, because the jungle's my favorite part. But she was really scared of what do they call it? The old trapper's den at the zoo. And now that's what she wants to see the most. So that's kind of fun. But the Omaha, I think that's one of my favorite places to go visit. I just love it.
Really, Miss
Really?
That's ridiculous.
That's interesting. And didn't need the fast pass. Was it not a lot of lines then? Hunting and stuff. Oh, you're not riding with Travis?
Who are you talking to? Honestly. Speaking of tattoos, I really want to get my next one.
Oh, I'm glad they move fast. Sometimes I try to think about the long waits. I mean, it seems like it's so busy. So, Cindy. Oh.
Nah, gotcha.
Wow, that's really interesting.
Yeah, that's crazy.
How long ago was that? Just out of curiosity.
Dan, I'm not getting sleeve. No. No. I have one more tattoo planned in my life, and that'll be it.
It's my name.
No. Our kids is, but not yours.
Property of. Well, you can just put that. It doesn't even have to count as a new tattoo. You have Deaver here. We'll just put property of Jennifer above it. Yeah?
Nope.
Ugh.
$10 years ago?
Doesn't seem like that long ago because people are more open about
Yeah, it's changed a
10
lot.
years ago, but it hasn't. 10 years hasn't even. They should have been more open. Hunt Staff, he has his name tattooed on his back. When we were dating, he was real quick to show it off.
Pheasant? Was that the pheasant? Or the
Yes,
deer?
that's your pheasant.
And
Plus
then,
Grace's marker on your back.
oh yeah, because my daughter drew on me tonight. She loves that. And then the deer on the other side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was proud of it. I love that tattoo.
He was so cute.
That's back before the beer gut, and I looked good. And yeah, I want to show it off to you.
Mm.
I was like that turkey. She hates my turkey strips.
Can I have it again? I love them. What are you talking about? I love. Well, you're so weird. He'll do it in the kitchen to me.
I will.
I love it.
She'll be walking over like. Boom.
I love it. What's
We're
even
weird.
funnier is if we hug or anything in front of our daughter, she has to be in the middle of us.
Yeah.
She's, no touching.
No touching. It's like, well, that's what brought you into this life, kid.
Doesn't matter if we're like squished tight together. She'll still weasel right in. She does not allow.
Jeff, sure, let's do it. By the end of the first night, I'll be game for whatever you got.
No.
My daughter gives those to me all the time.
I like adding makeup to the deer. Hunt and Stuff said the deer looks good. I'll add like blue eyeshadow and red lips to the deer on the back, and earrings or bows to its antlers. If Grace and I are coloring on him, we'll do that.
My daughter, like, she's just like her, like a huge artist. Like she loves crafts, drawing.
Her hands are never marker free, ever.
Yeah, there's always marker.
I love it. Makes me so happy. She's a crafter.
But about every third night, she'll like draw on my back and whatever. I like it. She has fun.
Yeah, it's cute. I used to do that when we were dating. So
yeah, used to.
Well, used to a lot of things.
I was just gonna say the same thing. It's amazing how life gets busy, and you had a couple kids to the mix. And...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jeff, we have fun. I harass her all the time with it.
It's fun.
But I am want to get a tattoo. I'm trying to figure out what it's going to be exactly yet. It's going to be a couple of traps. I'm going to have the chains intertwined, and on the trap tags will be my kid's name and birthday. So I'm working on that one yet. I'm trying to figure out what I want.
You're going to leave room for another trap?
No, we're not having another kid. Absolutely not. No way. Not a chance in hell.
Just kidding.
Honest stuff, yeah. Most of the time I can wash it off.
Yeah.
The few times though, like at work when I'm changing and someone's like, "What the is on your back?" I'm like, "What do you?" Oh yeah.
My favorite
Is that a tooth fairy? Yeah.
She was on a kick for a long time to do grass crack.
Yeah.
Or crack flowers.
Yeah. Right down to the crack. Whoop, Daisy.
And he'd be like, "Don't give me crack flowers." That was hilarious.
No, Dan, it's just going to be a couple of traps. And I thought about DPs. But I kind of like the old school stuff too. So I'm thinking about going with a 1.5 and a 220, but I'm not sure yet.
Otter Cat. Hi, Otter Cat.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. I don't think I have, Jeff. I don't think I have.
There's a guy I work with.
Nice, Mystical.
Oh, mine is a popper. Oh, that's a cool idea.
Dan, that's nice.
A guy I work with has a whole bunch on his arms. He's a new hire, and when I interviewed him, he had long sleeves on, so I hadn't seen him. But we had a team building day. I'm always intrigued by what people pick and why. And my friend Wendy, when we used to go out, she'd always ask. She would ask, and she made lots of friends that way. But I am curious what the story is on the guy I work. He has like a cabbage. There's lots of weird ones on his arm, so I don't know. But
that's for me, they just.
What does cabbage mean?
They've got to have meaning.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody
and
has.
Maybe it does. I just don't know.
And that's the thing.
But,
like,
yeah.
I don't know. I know a lot of guys in school when I was younger that just, one of them has the Budweiser crown right here so they can be king. And it's like, really? Like, man, when you're 70, what's that going to look like?
Well, what will anything look like when you're 72? So.
Hunt stuff. Normally, he doesn't have like electricity past 9, so I'm impressed. Jeff, no, I'll make sure I'm cleaned up pretty well for that. Oh, nice, Otter. How'd you do, bud?
No.
Like, it took me probably 4 years to figure out what I wanted on my back. Back then when I got this, like,
he picked his name.
Thank you. And rolling out. Smart ass.
After 4 years, he said,
I know what my name is.
I'm gonna put it on my back.
In case I forget.
You should have put it backwards like ambulances do, so then when you look in the mirror, you'll know what it says.
Rivet. What is that? When the butterfly turns into a pterodactyl at 70. Yeah, you're right. Oh, nice, Otter. That was a good day, buddy.
What's a striper?
Basically a big fish that looks kind of like a white bass.
You're not wrong. He is a wanderer. So.
Oh, yeah. I am that person. Like, if I have a few drinks, you will lose me at the bar with a crowd of 4 people because I will become best friends with everybody there. Probably my best but worst trait. That's why I told her, like, when she has a booth at the Iowa convention this year, I'm going to pass and go and check on her and help with what I can, but she's on her own. Like, because I'm just going to be here, and she'll probably see me 20 times.
And he's the one like, you should do it. You should do it. But I'm not there for you.
Pretty much what I did say. I won't lie. But I just got a million things going on when I'm there, so.
I get it.
I'll help set up, or I'll bring you lunch, or I'll check on you,
I
or
went to
tear
one
down.
with you when we were dating. I know what it is.
And now it's 10 times that. Now that I actually have people that kind of know who I am and I'm in charge of activities and events, yes, it's wild.
In spirit.
Well, I'm putting her next to Ben, so, and I'm with Ben all the time. So if I'm with Ben, I can at least look over and check with her, see how she's doing.
Thank you.
Well,
Brett.
That would be cool. I like that, Dan. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I want to get something kind of
It's Grace's marker.
Oh, I'm like, what the hell is that?
She was all
And I don't
sneaky
know
about this one. She's like, I put a dot on it, but I'm like, okay.
I'm not sure if I want to do left or right arm yet, but I want to have the traps up and then swinging down to my forearm with the trap tags. So, Ace, have you hit me yet? There you go.
I don't think I have. So
Yeah, well, that's fair.
Check.
Which event, Mystical? Are you talking the Iowa, Nebraska, Nationals, trapping classes? There's a lot going on this year. Ottercat says to make chicken.
That's funny.
Right here. Right on my heart.
You won't put my name, but you'll put a big chicken. Oh.
Well, there's a chance you might leave me if you find a real McChicken, and then I'll just... Then what would I do? I know that I've seen that one guy who had like a name here crossed out, and then next name crossed out.
Yes,
There's
yeah.
like 5 of them. I hope so, Jeff. I hope so. But I told her this is a big thing for her, just because the pictures and what I show on here does not do these things justice of how good they are and how cool they are. So by getting them in front of other trappers so she can see, at least they're like, oh, man, that's really good. At least, you know, I'll take one, or I want one, or I'll send you fur when I get home or something. So I'm kind of, I push this a little bit, but I let you pick, you know.
Yeah.
I just want her to see, to let it grow as far as she's willing to let it grow, because I see huge potential with this. I see this being bigger than what I'm doing in the trapping community. Thanks, Ace. Mystical, I am not sure on the Iowa demos yet. I'm not sure who was all doing them, honestly. I've not got a list of the Iowa demos. Yeah, hunting stuff, that's probably good. Jeff, I think she said she is going to bring a couple books there too.
Yeah.
With her new book. You want to talk about it a little bit?
My second book got published.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Talk about it. Where can they get it?
On Amazon or through us. I can ship it. It's a sequel to the first one. But it stands on its own too. So my dad says it's better than the first one. He liked both, but he's biased because he was my proofreader through a lot of it. But he liked that. And I thought the process was a lot more fun this time around. They didn't change as much because, you know, you write it and then the publisher reads it and then they tell you what they don't like and then you have to change it. I felt like this round they didn't change as much this time, which was fun.
It seems like it was a little better process for you.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was more fun. And I think it's because I understood. I knew more and I felt like they weren't changing as much this time around. So it was fun. What age groups? It's middle grade. So they say like, I think what they quoted at is like 11 to 18. Somewhere around there is what but I have adults that like to read it. If you're looking for something that's an easy, not intense read, it's kind of fun. So
Trapping Bros, how we doing? Which one's in here? Both of you boys or just one of you?
It's kind of late for them.
No school.
No school, I guess.
Samuel, how we doing? How you doing, buddy?
Good one.
You starting to set any goals for next season? We are literally like, we're halfway there. We're halfway next season already. And she's like, oh no.
We're halfway there. It's a song.
I don't know that song.
Living on a prayer.
And you're talking about wanting to be a farmer. And you just stick to country.
I don't know if I said I wanted to be a farmer. Maybe I want to be a homesteader.
Then focus on country. Well, I'm curious how you're doing too, Samuel. Are you going to the Iowa convention this year? Jeff has Fox every. Well, out there you probably do, buddy. Trapping Bros, I haven't seen you guys do a live for a while. Has it been a little bit, or have I just missed it? Got another one when I go to the bank or the next meeting.
Oh, that was nice.
It's been a little bit. Okay.
It's been a little bit for you too.
Yeah, it has been a little while for me. Haven't done a whole lot of lives this year. Been busy. About to get a lot busier. Start sighting here in a couple weeks. Bid a couple roof jobs. Hopefully I get them. Be kind of nice to have right now. So, but yeah, always busy. Always something to do. Samuel's going to the NTA. Awesome. Yeah, that's a huge. If you've never been to one of them, buddy, that is insane. Basically, picture the Iowa Association times 10. It's pretty wild. No, Dan, that is so far off our priority list anymore. It's ridiculous.
It's still on my dream list, but
yeah, dream list. That's a dream.
After Noah's stuff, the funds are gone for that. So
yeah, to say the least. Maximus, how we doing, buddy? Hunting stuff. Their season's closed. I think they've got a continuous open season, kind of like us too, but I think they're waiting out till real season gets here. Oh, James, you can't make it, buddy. I get it. No, I get it. I'm excited for it. Nice little trip up there, but it's gonna be fun.
Dark fan. It has a weird hum to it. It does.
It's annoying.
Oh, thank you.
That is really Trapping Bros.
Yes, I know. Okay. I know who she is.
I was just making sure.
Thank you.
Where's Ruger tonight? Is he working? Or have to work in the morning? I know when he has to work in the morning, he goes to bed really early. If he doesn't work, he'll call me at 11:30 and we'll talk for 2 hours. Yeah, hunting stuff. Yeah, a lot of people haven't been doing a whole lot of lives. You got a few that are pretty regular with them. But yeah, then there's a few that don't do them very often. Trapping Bros, he's in bed. Well, I'll tell you what, buddy. What I want you to do is go in there and lick your hand.
Bad advice. Don't
lick your hand and smack him in the forehead and say, Iowa Trapper says hello.
No, don't do that.
Don't do this, but in the morning, when you see him next, tell him I told you to do that.
You're a bad influence.
Ruger's still trying to get his head through the door. Oh, I love giving him crap, but he's not here to defend himself, so that's not fair. Yeah, Lori, I get it. Yeah, I worked pretty much straight through this weekend too. Although I left work early on Saturday because I had a rough Friday. It was food poisoning or something. I was in rough shape Friday night.
Our whole family listened to it overnight.
So. Yeah, sorry.
I would wake up and listen to him call the dinosaurs and make sure you went back to bed, and then I go back to bed. Then we do it again. And then we do it again.
I'm really surprised I made it to work Saturday.
Me too. I did not expect you to. So
that was rough.
Our son had the ACT test in the morning. He's like, "Yep, I heard you."
Yeah, I feel bad for him for that. But
can't help it.
I know, but I should have stayed downstairs or something. Slept in the bathroom downstairs.
It'd be cold.
Oh, Jeff, that's low. That's low. So Jeff got banned off. That's when I told you I came
we
in here the
talked
other
about
night.
that, yeah.
He got kicked off here for.
You were worth his effort. He spent a lot of time on the computer
Yeah.
trying to undo it. So I
was probably here, what, an hour?
I was going to say at least 45
Well,
minutes.
because I had to go through everybody that's banned off my channel. So anybody that me or moderators have kicked out, and it's not alphabetical order or even time frame. I had to go through everyone and just look at them.
You were in here a while.
It was terrible. Yeah, I see. Yeah, Bill Duke was with Jay here a little while ago. What the? Ace? I'm going to ban you. That's ridiculous.
I'm slacking tonight, Ace, so I'll work on it for next time.
Wow. I'm not even going to be able to go to the zoo tomorrow. That hurts so bad.
My arm. I think it's broken.
I think it's broken.
Mm-hmm. You haven't done that one yet, so.
I always do that one.
I know you do. You haven't yet, so.
Women. You know, most Toms have serviced Mexicans.
We're not again. We're swans. We're not Toms.
What do swans do? Wrap their necks together?
No, they make for life. You hussy.
It's a long time.
Mm-hmm. It's abuse if you like it.
It's abuse.
I like it.
Yeah, right.
That counts for something.
Ace, thanks, man. I appreciate you coming in. Not really. Next time if she's here and you come in, I'm just going to block you. I'll be like, nope, not today.
I'll sneak attack it. So.
Not today. That's when she'll come in with a phone book from behind. And
oh, and stuff.
Yeah, you need a break. Oh, shoot. But yeah, it's the peak of the summer now. Or, well, for me it is. It's getting hot, getting terrible out.
It has been so nice outside, you drama queen.
See, I can't do it back. That's not fair. I'll go to jail if I do it back. Worth it.
Worth it. Rude.
Rude. Now you got our daughter saying that.
Oh, it's so funny.
7 years old. She's rude. All right, little shit.
All right, I'm going to bed.
All right.
What time are you getting up in the morning?
I don't know. We got to leave by 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
7:50. 7:45. Whatever time you open my door and yell at me.
No, I don't want to be the parent.
Okay, then you tell me what time to wake up. Dan, equal rights, equal fights.
No. Are you going to help me chore in the morning?
No.
Yes. Yes. The correct answer is yes.
Yes.
Okay. Then we could sleep till 6:45.
6:45?
Yes.
We leave at 8.
Well, kids need food. Get ready. Yada yada.
That's what I like about my work. Like, my alarm goes off in my room at like 6:47 or 5:47. I am in my truck by 5:52.
Yes, but you don't have to do a 7-year-old's hair, and she
You're
changes her hairstyle and her outfit sometimes 3 times.
And don't let her.
And then the animals, and then make sure Noah's.
The animals are an optional. We don't have to have any animals.
We have them now. It's too late.
It's not too late. Every one of them could be cooked. Half of them go to the Chinese restaurant right on the real.
Ow!
Ow!
Going to bed.
My arm.
I think it's broken. You have gangrene on your arm right here. Gangrene.
That's not funny. My dad lost half his foot because of that. Samuel, if we do it with furs and everything, we provide the furs, or she does. It's $225 roughly. That's shipped
for a big one, for 12-inch.
No, $225 small.
$225 for 9-inch.
Yeah.
Yes.
$250 for a large. Nah, Trapping Bros, that's good for him. Hot stuff. Yeah, you got it. You got it. All right, you go get some sleep.
Yep. Good night, everybody. Don't keep them up too late because we have an adventure in the morning.
I'm up till 12 to 1 most nights.
Oh, it is 11.
Yeah. I still got to finish fur in the garage.
Well, you sure better do it.
But I'm talking to my people.
Well, bring the people with you. They can't smell the garage. So.
They can't. You want me to bring your computer to the garage?
No.
Then I can't bring them with me.
Your cell phone.
It's too late. We're on here.
Okay.
Love you. Get some sleep.
Love you too. Good night, everybody. Ready to turn the fan off? Are you cold yet?
No.
Do you need me to leave you my blanket?
No. Lori says good night.
Oh, good night.
I don't know how she needs a blanket. It's too hot in here. Get grease on that keyboard again. Oh. No, it's going to be an exciting year. Got some good stuff planned. Hopefully it all works out. You're up till 3 sometimes, buddy. I get it, man. I don't do that stuff as much anymore. During fur season, I will when I'm working. Family goes to bed 9:30, 10. Work for fur till 1 or 2, and then sleep till 5:47. But yeah, it's tough. I don't know, Hunting Stuff. I haven't heard that one. You know, it's crazy how fast season sneaks up on us, though. I really this year want to do really good at doing my homework ahead of time, getting stuff cleaned up and getting ready. So that way I'm not scrambling at the end, especially if I do go on my trip. If I go on my trip, yeah. Yeah, that's Caddyshack kind of stuff. Yeah, I know that one for sure. Great movie. Oh, you're good, Trapping Bros. No problem, buddy. It's all good, bud. I think I'm actually going to be wearing your shirt at the zoo tomorrow, actually, buddy. Really, Dan? What are they running? I'm really hoping someday to meet Kyle Katz, because Kyle Katz, Roadline Antidote, or Trapline Antidote, road lining is what inspired me to do what I do now. So his video that was made in 2009. No, his best season was 2009 when he caught 496 coon. I can't remember how many mink in 12 days because he says it in the video, and I watched that video probably literally 200 times. Oh, James, I am so far behind the 8 ball, man. It's ridiculous. I've got so much going on. Yeah, my garage looks like a bomb went off. It's literally like stepping in cleared off spaces. Like you got to be a ninja going through like the lasers to get in there. So it's terrible. Jeff, that DVD is phenomenal. Yeah, Lori, they really are. They really are. Probably wearing it tomorrow when it's cooler. Then I'm going to wear one of these to the zoo on Tuesday, which is probably not a good thing, but I need a cutoff for the zoo. So yeah, it's going to be hot. 88 degrees. It's going to be hot. Jeff, that DVD is like it's gold to me. I almost bought another copy just to have one. Yeah, James, the K9X for sure. Kendall has some awesome stuff. Maximus, anything over 70s hot. Anything over 70s hot. Oh, James, I'd die. And I will die because I'm starting to roof and get siding jobs coming in. Oh, that's awesome, Trapping Bros. You guys are so ahead of it. Uh, I'm working on it. Got a lot of stuff to do before I even think about the traps aspect. Got to get the shop cleaned up. I want to do some modifications, change things up. A lot of changes I want to make. The I don't have the gland one, but I know he's got another one. Skunks, the best investment you'll ever make, if I remember right. On stuff, I'm a terrible arm wrestler. That'd be a terrible choice. Dan, I could see that. I could definitely see that. I'm pretty partial to my TS85s right now, but I'm always open to anything. Hoodie, no, I need to shed layers. Nice, James. If I do end up doing my muskrat journey, which I'm optimistic about, but if I get to do my muskrat trip that I want, we're gonna go all out harder than I've ever gone in my life. So no, I haven't, Jeff. I have not gotten my hands on the 450s. I've noticed they lose speed, Dan, but the strength's always been there for me. But I've never viewed them as a fast trap. But in my opinion, a beaver you don't have to have a fast trap. Just my opinion, I guess, but I don't think we need to. Oh, good, Trapping Bros. Was the steel just not hot enough, or what? A lot of the times when people dip stuff, if you're using actual if you're waxing something, you want to get that steel the same temperature as everything else. There you go, Jeff. Exactly, and that's something that everyone's got to realize. What works for me, and I'm confident in, might be completely different than what you guys do. But if you have confidence in it, don't change it. The way I look at it, if I have confidence in a set, 95% of my arsenal is going to be that set. I will always experiment with 5% of something new just to see how something else could do. Because if I'm here, I want to be up here. Maybe that 5%, I'm going to learn something and I can get to here, or maybe here, or maybe it does go here. But most of my stuff is still here, so I'm safe. You're always experimenting, trying to raise that bar, right? That's what we're doing. We're always trying to get better and to improve. So I see so many guys though, like with the 450s that are coming out. Um, it never fails. You're going to have a couple guys that are going to ditch. I'm going to sell out of my 200 1.5s or Bridger 165s, and I'm going to buy 150, Duke 450s. I love Duke, and I think they're going to be a good trap. But if you had success with them, you don't necessarily always need the newest best thing. Am I right? But there's so many people that go in fads with that. You got to have the newest and the best all the time. And guess what? The stuff that you had faith in that's been working. I see it with baits and lures all the time too. You know, especially like even with me just using cat food in my dog proof baits. I know of a couple guys that heard about some, like, certain baits, and they went from using cat food, converted their entire line to something else, and on opening day they caught a third of what they expected. It didn't work out in their area. Maybe different times of the year in that area had been better, but since they went all out fully 100%, it was a bust. It could have been success, sure, but you don't know that. Start small, figure out if it's going to work, if it's going to be productive. There's a lot of mathematical numbers, kind of equations of, thinking and getting better. So, yeah, Dan, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Number 3 jumps. I found some old jumps in our shed down below the house the other day. I was going through there cleaning some stuff out, and I'm like, man, that's awesome. They do, Jeff. They really do. But that's the thing, though, is some people just, you have to have it. You have to have it. Um, and this is nothing against this lure, but how many people do you think used different lures but jumped on Hellfire when it came out? Honestly, I'll bet you had a good chunk of people that, man, that smells skunky. That's got to be the best. And they just converted every dirt hole they had to Hellfire. Did it work? It might have. It's good stuff. I'm not saying it's not. It's really good stuff. But, you know, you got to go with what feels right here. Just stick with it. Hey, Camp Blue Ridge. How we doing, buddy? No, you're good, man. We're just chatting. The double longs, yeah. Might be picking up a few. Actually, one and a half longs, which I don't see them being made anymore. Do they even make 1.5 long springs anymore? I don't know. But I got a guy that'll sell me about 100 of them, and I'm half tempted to. Especially on my rat trapping adventure, if it happens. Okay, bros, yeah. What kind of dye did you use? You use logwood? No, it couldn't have been logwood. You did a cold dip, ice cream bucket. That's silly. My mistake. Probably Formula One, Dakota Line, or Speed Dip, I'm guessing. That's just my guess, though. Got a beard hair. There it is. A white one. Right, Jeff. Yeah, I get that. Jeff, you and me both. If this rat trip happens, which I don't know if it will, like I said, man, I would love to go up and then hit it with like 400 1.5s and 100 colony traps. I just think that'd be the paints meow. Cat's meow. I say paints meow. Yeah. I read paint thinner at the same time I said that. Okay, you might have just painted them, Trapping Bros. That might have been the deal. All right, thanks, Dan. Thanks for sharing that, buddy. No, I'm excited. I'm excited. I can't say yet, James. The person that's helping me out with it, that's kind of helping me with access to it. has made it very clear that the exact location needs to stay anonymous. He said, I can film once I'm on there, but I cannot film anything other than the huts. I can't even show the dry land past the huts or anything else. So, gonna be kind of interesting, see how it works out. But uh, let's just say if it works out, and he's helping me do a lot of scouting, not even scouting, but just kind of letting me know what's going on in the area. He said there's a good rat population last year. With the rain they're getting over there, said it should be even better. We'll see. It's not 100% go yet. I give it about a 70% chance it'll happen. But oh, okay, yeah, you painted them then. Yep. Jeff, I need to pick your brain a little bit about these muskrats because I've trapped muskrats in huts before, but it was 15 years ago, probably 20 years ago, and it was like 10 huts, and I waited out there to them. So this is a whole new ball game. This is out of a boat with 400 to 500 huts, hopefully. Um, man, yeah, Dan, I'm hoping to have something similar to that. That's awesome, James. That's awesome. Well, South Dakota is going to be tough because non-residents can't. Uh, they're basically only allowed there during ice, so that's what's tough. Otherwise, that's my plan. That's what actually inspired this. We had an Iowa guy uh, go to years ago now, and he did a blog online, and it just blew my mind that it was possible. So it was so cool, so cool. Yeah, Hunt stuff. Thanks for sharing Trapping Bros out. Yeah, if you guys aren't part of that, you need to be. Those two boys, they have a lot of fun. It's fun to see the new generation coming out there and having fun. So, and we need all that we can. Speaking of that too, there's going to be 10. As of right now, there are 10 classes in Iowa for trapping education coming up this summer, starting in early August. So, 10 classes, of which I'm hosting 5. So, yeah, there's a lot going on. Should be a good time. Some really good locations. Hopefully, get some good feedback from it, and I'm looking forward to it. No problem, buddy. Hopefully, you had a good time fishing, man. I need to take my daughter out fishing too. My boy will go too, but getting my daughter on, I got a pond that can get bluegill like this every cast, and that would be good for the action at least. So that'll be a lot of fun. Grandma, hunting stuff. That's Grandma. That's Ruger's mom. And every time I talk to Ruger, he's like, I don't know what my mom sees in you, of all people. And I'm like, I don't know either. Yeah, I talk to Ruger probably once every 2 months, but we get on the phone when he's not working the next day, and next thing I know, man, it's like, dude, it's 1:30 in the morning. I got to work at 7. I got to go. So, hey, those drum are good fish stick baits, man. Those are really good. Lori, after talking to him, I 100% see that because we are definitely two peas in a pod. A generation apart, possibly, but we are two peas in a pod. I don't know if he wears cutoffs though. I have not seen a picture of him in a cutoff. Oh, nice, bros. How'd that go? You guys need to try bow fishing if you have good carp population there. I shouldn't say that because that'll make your parents buy you a bow set up for it. But that is fun. That is a lot of fun. Ottercat out of left field. Me too. Probably not a good thing, whatever he's agreeing to. How's everything going down there, Ottercat? Been a little bit since we actually chatted. Oh, nice. Nice. Bros, how big is it? Yeah, Jeff, I truly am sorry, man. Every time we do a live and you email me afterwards, I struggle with it 'cause I'm like, man, I didn't see it on there until I finally found out how I could go to the band area and then had to scroll through every one of them. But we got it taken care of, buddy. Glad you made it. Truly apologize for it, man. It happens though, especially when I do like that auction. I know we had several people banned that probably shouldn't have been, but all part of it. Oh, nice, Lori. That's awesome. And stuff. That's low. Oh, cool, James. That's awesome. Hey, Tony. Good, Otter. Good. Oh, wow. That's a good boat then. Flat bottom or V? Yeah. You should have got it before now, Dan. You seriously didn't get that yet? I sent it. I don't even know when. Yeah, you should have had that. Flat bottom? Nice, nice. Yeah, that should have been taken care of a while ago, bud. At least a week ago. Wow. Okay. If you don't get it in the next couple. Nice, Tony. Nice. I'm excited for nationals. Well, Dan, if you didn't get it, it wouldn't come through on my side unless it went somewhere else and someone came tried to claim it. Now you got me nervous. Now you got me real nervous. No, as of 2 weeks, it has not gone through. So if you don't get it again, if you don't get it here, I might just send another one out to mail. We're leaving tomorrow for Omaha first thing. I might try to get another one out in the mail tomorrow because that should have been there already. Actually, why don't you just send me your Venmo or PayPal? I'll just do it that way, Dan. That might work better. Venmo. I actually only have Venmo. The wife has PayPal, and I'm not gonna make her pay for it. Yeah, trapping bros. Yeah, as long as you had fun, man. Some of the most memorable hunts or anything I've been on, you know, we didn't harvest anything. Some of my worst catching trapping days were some of my more memorable moments just because the weather was crap or something. It was miserable. It made a memory, but I had someone riding with me and we had fun. We, joked around. That's what it's all about. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's what I thought, Dan. I thought you didn't have it, but I wasn't 100% sure. I wish I remember when I sent that out, but it's been a while now. Not crazy long because it was after we talked through text. It's probably another, I don't know, week or so when I send it out. I don't know. I'd have to look. Trapping Bros. I don't, but I am borrowing one for this rat trip if it works out. Lori, there's a girl in my class I graduated with that was spelled that way. But we also had another Lori that was spelled differently, and a Lauren that I think she actually spelled it with an I-N, kind of like similar to what yours is. Ruger, Lori, I'm just shocked that me and your son are so alike that I feel so bad for you. Dan, right now I'm struggling just to get you my payment for the stuff that I bought. This is kind of ridiculous. Mostly it 100% on my end because, yeah, like I said, when I was cleaning out my truck, I found that last one and I was like, son of, really? It's like, why didn't you message me and tell me it hasn't gone out yet? Oh man, I'm just glad we finally got some water. We're starting to dry out a little bit now, but we did have some water. Hopefully, bring these creeks up a little bit. Hopefully, do some water trapping. Like I said, this muskrat trip is going to cost me a lot. It's going to cost me a lot of time. It's going to cost me a lot of locations. But if it works, this is going to be the dream trapping trip for me. It's like my bucket list that I've ever had. So. Did you know that actually the muskrat felts, a lot of them, when they sell to auction right now, are going to the Hatter market, the same as beaver? Little fun fact for you. Didn't know if maybe people knew that. Lori, I'll tell you what, I will be the first to admit that I am not the best husband and not the best dad. There's been several times, I reflect on, I don't know, going deep into this, I guess. When I was younger, I'd always ask my dad, like, hey, let's go fishing, let's go do something. And a lot of times his response, I'm just too tired. I got too much to do. And as what my daughter's age is now, 7 or 8, it's just like, why is he always so tired? Why? And I was kind of not resentful, but always frustrated me when I was younger, even through my early teens. And then now being in his position, come home from a 10-hour day and you get the kids like, let's go do this, let's do that. I'm like, okay, I see it. I push hard. Like today, me and Grace went out and played on the playground for a little bit. We played soccer, which made me realize how out of shape I truly am. Um, but yeah, it's just nobody's going to be perfect, and I'm the farthest thing from it. But I try, I guess. I probably fall short 75% of the time, but hopefully they just remember that 25% where I really, really put forward. Right, and stuff. Yeah, it's there's several times where I'm just I fall short, or I'll be guilty of daughter wanting to do something, and I'm like, I just need to sit for a little bit. Just give me 10 minutes. So try anyway, but we all fall short at some point, right? Muskrats are so soft. She hasn't made a bear out of these yet, but we got to figure one out. Otter, are you going to make it to nationals or anything? I'm assuming not, because it's a pretty far drive for you this year. Yeah, I don't blame you. I think next year's in Virginia, though. That can't be too terribly far for you, is it? I don't know exactly where at in Virginia, but all right, shopping bros. You take care, buddy. Get some good sleep. Um, and yeah, take care, buddy. We'll see you soon. We're probably gonna bail out of here pretty quick too. Uh, yeah, wife wants me up at 6 something for whatever reason. I don't know. Take care of her animals, right? Sounds good. I'm pretty sure you bought the original Wright brothers, right? Lori, I get it. I get it. You know what? This is like crazy for me to think, but it is not hard to believe that I could be a grandpa in like 5 years. Very easily be a grandpa in 5 years. What's it made out of, Dan? I'd want all the ingredients for it because I'm looking at hitting skunks hard, kind of like Next Gen is. Um, which I probably shouldn't have said that because it might be a secret thing that he's wanting to do, but I'm working on a late season skunk thing. So, all right, hon and stuff. You take care, buddy. Thanks for stopping in, man. I always appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, Lori, that's why I look at is I will spoil my grandkids worse than my wife spoils our kids, I'm sure. Well, Dan, I'll pay for it, but damn it, I gotta get you payment for the first thing. Yeah. This is a mountain of totes of fur, by the way. Totes of fur for her to make bears out of. It's insane. Anyway, I think we'll bail out of here, guys. It's 11:30. I still got to pack. We're leaving first thing in the morning, so. Thanks for stopping in, Arcat. You take care of yourself, buddy. Always fun. I love these lives. We just don't have a lot of time to do a lot of them anymore, so that's what's disappointing. I love trying to do weekly lives, but I'm sure me and Next Gen will do a live at Nationals. At least one. That's a lot of fun. So. Oh, Ellen jumped in here right when we're going to bed. Really, Ellen? Ruger's been sleeping for like the last 4 hours because he needs his 12 hours of beauty sleep. So, Ellen, you got to do me a favor tomorrow next time you see him. I actually told your youngest boy to do this tonight. I said, you got to lick your fingers and slap him in the forehead and say, Iowa Trapper said hello. So if both of you do it, he'll know it's legit. And your youngest boy won't get in trouble. I'm a bad influence. You're right, Lori. I probably am a lot like him. Oh, man. We're terrible. Yeah, Jeff, it's going to be fun. We're going to the drive-through zoo tomorrow. And then my daughter's going to spend like 6 hours in the pool, which is going to wear me out. Hopefully I'll sleep good on the floor in the hotel room. And we'll see what happens. So then we got the zoo all day Tuesday. Oh, Ellen. Oh, man. I wish I could see it. I wish I could be a fly on the wall to watch that. I would love to see his reaction. You got to Snapchat it to me. Please Snapchat that to me. Oh, shoot. Oh, that'd be cool, Dan. That'd be cool. So, hey, don't tread on me. We're just headed out of here, unfortunately, boss. 11:30. Got to be up at a decent time because we were headed to Omaha Zoo. So, all right, guys. You take care of yourself. If I get a Snapchat from you, Ellen, tomorrow. I'm not opening it until I can film my phone because I want to see this. Oh, shoot. So I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that, but man, I will cry laughing with his reaction. All right. Everybody take care. Have a good work week. This is actually my weekend coming up, and my boy's surgeries in just over a week away, and we're kind of anticipating that. That's why we're doing a kind of small family vacation now and gonna have some fun. And yeah, so y'all take care, and we will catch you next time, whatever that might be. So see you guys.